Hey, come on. I'll take you inside the camper. So this is our new home. It's the Transcend Xplor by Grand Designs. And the model is the 265BH. Hello.
Hey, come in.
All right, the kids all scampered off, but we're gonna show you around our new digs.
Yeah. So I think maybe the first thing to do is just tell you why we chose this camper layout. We actually looked at a billion campers.
So many.
And we went to all over to see them. So we drove to Virginia to see one that was the same company. And then on the way home, we liked that one. So, but there were some things that weren't really a good fit for us, the way the bunks were arranged mainly. And so we looked at other ones that they had because we just liked the camper itself. And I found this layout and I was like, oh, we have to go see it because we had never seen one like this. So the awesome thing about the bunks, because we knew we needed a bunkhouse, is that the bunks are really deep. So we have twin size mattress toppers on them. And then there's another 8 inches or so on the other side. So they can have, their tablets and their headphones and all that stuff next to them. And they're big, they're older, 13, almost 14, 15. That way they have a little room to spread out.
Yeah.
Not
and
in a
they still
tiny
have
camper.
They still have curtains. Like I said, they're teenagers, so when they're feeling a little moody, the two on the bunks anyway, Aubin and Hank, our older two, have the bunks. And they can close this off. But the nice thing is they both have windows that do open for awesome. Ventilation. And then this turns into a bed real easily, but it's kind of short. So, and it obviously has this giant crack in the middle. So we could have put a mattress topper over this, and this could have been our third bed.
Yeah.
But Ella really likes the...
She tried them both. I think she tried sleeping on here,
really
and she tried sleeping in the other one, and she just liked the...
converted dinette.
Yep.
So the
it's
dinette...
a little longer, and it's definitely wider, or at least it's...
So the table just drops down, and then the cushions around cover over the table, and then we put a mattress topper over that, and then... That's her bed, and it really is basically a twin size bed.
Again, it's a twin size mattress topper, and then there's that extra 8 inches on the other side. So excellent size.
Yeah.
And it's her little alcove over here.
Yeah,
so
I think
she has
really
her own
likes...
space, and she can sit up in bed. Unlike those guys, can't really sit up.
Yeah, they can't fully sit up. They have to kind of lean down and look at their laptops or whatever if they're doing school in their bed or whatever. So
that was number one, was the bedding situation for the kids. Having wide bunks is awesome. But then, and usually the bunkhouse is in its own separate area, so it takes up more room. But here it's not taking up as much room.
Plus if we're watching TV, that can be part
they can lay in bed and watch. Yeah, they can lay in bed and watch
TV because the TV is right here.
Which was another one of our main reasons, because usually the TV's on the side, so you'll have a couch and you kind of have to look like this to look at the TV, and that really hurts my neck. But we can all, or at least 3 or 4 of us, can sit here, and then there's that couch, and then the 2 beds, so everyone in all of these seating areas can see the TV, which is awesome.
Yeah, totally. If you just put a pillow here or a couple pillows there, then you've got several great spaces to see the TV there, and there. So we can all kind of, if we're going to lounge and watch a movie.
Which is what we do for family date night on Fridays. So that, having really good seating areas for the TV. And then the other thing about the seating areas, maybe, if we come over here and view it. Mm-hmm. So, and this was true of the one that we looked at in Virginia, and I completely loved it. Because normally... sometimes the couch and the dinette are across from each other, which I really liked. That was my preference over having the couch and the dinette side by side. Because if you're sitting like this next to the people over there, someone's back is going to be to you. You can't really have a conversation. But having it like this really opens up the room, and it feels amazing. I love that. As soon as you walk in, just like in the one that we looked at, there was the couch facing into the area, which is just really inviting.
Yeah, it makes this whole living room just really feel like the main room of the house. So, I mean, it's everything. It's the living room, it's the kitchen, it's the dining room, and it's the bedroom for the kids. So it is basically one giant room, but it's great. And this is a super unique design, and from what we heard from the folks where we bought it is that this one is going to be really hard for them to keep in stock because basically it's very innovative, and people that see it are really excited about it. So what I think the next most exciting thing...
There are two more. Yeah, the two other things are the fridge and the bathroom.
Yes, let's talk about the fridge real quick.
Yeah.
So the fridge runs on this
Open
unit.
it and show you.
This unit came pre-wired for solar, already had a solar panel on the roof. And so this fridge is a 12-volt fridge, so it runs off of the batteries, and it runs all the time. So
yes,
you never have to worry about running your propane to keep your fridge going. And we actually took our here, let me hand you this.
Yeah.
So we took the one solar panel off and put 4 solar panels on that are matching, and we got 2 big lithium-ion batteries. So we can harvest a lot of power from the sun. So we really never have to worry about our refrigerator or our freezer, which is super cool. And yeah, I mean, we can go a good 2 days without, even if it's cloudy, if we have full battery. But if we get some cloudy days, we either need to plug in, or we have our generator, which runs off of propane or gasoline. So we can, we really want to do a lot of boondocking, and if you're not familiar with that term, that just means you're camping without any hookups. So when we get out west, we really plan to make use of public land and try to go to some of these more remote locations where there is no hookup. So we want to be able to be out for like a week at a time before we have to come back and dump the black water tank and stuff like that and fill back up with fresh water.
Yeah, and it was having the solar already on the roof made it really easy. Because the refrigerator was already solar ready, it was easy for them to just add those panels on and then put the new batteries in. So it was all, we didn't do that ourselves. We watched some videos, but it's a little, like electrical stuff, I'm just not sure about. All right, bathroom?
Yeah.
I love the bathroom. There aren't a lot of pass-through bathrooms in campers. Usually it's like, in one like this with the bed here and the bathroom next to it, it would be a hallway, so your bathroom would be a lot smaller. But this way, you can just close the doors, and I mean, you can see
it's huge.
There's just so much room in here when you have these doors closed. And we're not like super privacy freaks in our family, so it's totally fine.
This bathroom was awesome. I mean, it's got good light in the shower. It's just real spacious, and it's
I'll stand up in the shower just so you can get an idea.
And it's right next to the master bedroom, which is also kind of tricky to find.
And I'm pretty tall. I'm like 5'7".
Yeah.
8, I'd like to say, but I'm not really. But yeah, I mean, I can like reach up. I'm touching the skylight now, but it's a pretty good size.
Yep, and it's got a actual porcelain toilet. I like the positioning of the toilet as opposed to like how it's angled into the room.
Yeah, it's nice.
Anyway, and then there's some storage over on the side, and
there's storage here too, which is really, it's kind of odd.
It's a little hard to use, but it's
really
deep.
long, so we'll put like towels, and I'm sure we'll figure out other things. This is like 2 bins that we put in that one. Over here, these 2 shelves are open, which is also kind of odd, but we're just going to use, like, everyone's going to have a toiletries bag, and we'll have all the bags on there, and then try to keep the counter clean.
Yeah.
You want to see the bedroom?
Yeah. Bedroom looks nice and light because I have the other door open. So one of the things about this bathroom setup is, if someone were, using the bathroom and they wanted to lock both doors, then we could still get in and out of our bedroom just by going outside, which is nice because we can head out. We can, like, if the kids are all sleeping, we can go out to the fire, come back in right into our bedroom, not disturb them. But who are we kidding? Our kids go to sleep after we do at this point. Now they can go out to the fire and come back in and not disturb us.
So, shoot, what was I going to say about that? Oh, yeah. So when the slide is in, the only slide we have is that dinette and the fridge.
Yeah, the fridge and the dinette are in the slide, and when they come in, they go all the way to that island. So you can't actually open the fridge door when the slide is all the way in, and
you can't walk through.
And you can't walk through.
So if this slide's in and you're just like at a rest stop or something, and you wanted to go to the bathroom, you'd come in this door.
Yep.
And if you wanted something in the kitchen, you'd come in the other door. But you have access to both still.
Yeah, and our bedroom's pretty standard. I mean, his and hers closets.
Yep.
and they're very deep, so you can hide a bunch of stuff behind your hang-up clothes. You could put shoes back there and stuff. And then we have our, you know, our instead of drawers, we have our little
bins.
Yeah, our little bins. And then we kept the camper mattress, believe it or not.
Yeah,
because it's
topper.
because it's nice and lightweight. And then we got a nice 2.5-inch, you know, memory foam topper. And we have those little fairy lights are
which don't look like much right now, but at night you can read with them, whereas this guy is
will
blinding.
blind you. Yeah. So I don't know. If Grand Designs is watching, you need to put 2 settings on these lamps because there needs to be a much dimmer setting.
Yeah.
And then there's storage underneath of the bed here, which, you know, we are using for kind of lighter things because we don't want too much weight up here in the front.
Ella's
But
bedding
Ella's
is in
bedding,
there. This is
Ella's
her
mattress topper.
Yep, it's a full.
and-
It's a twin size.
Basically, we're gonna do clothes and Ella's sleeping stuff, and then this is for our trade show booth, stuff like that. But we try to keep it light because underneath of the other half of our bed is the pass-through that you access from outside, and that's where we have a lot of the electrical and the tools and the you know, all that stuff. And so it gets heavy.
Yeah.
So we have to balance that out with underneath of this bed is what we call the trunk. So underneath of this bed, in this area is where you access it from the back, and that we call that the trunk, and there's a lot of space in there. And then over here on the right is our hot water heater. And we actually did put in an outdoor shower underneath over there. And we'll do a separate video, the tour of the outside of the camper. But
so we didn't do storage yet.
Oh yeah, you want to start?
Yeah, so let's do that. So
Start
for
by
the
the front
kids,
door.
let's do the kids' areas.
Okay.
They have these drawers right here, which is awesome. We just have a towel. We usually like having that next to the door to wipe your
Muddy
shoes or
shoes.
whatever. And then there are these 2 cubbies, which are for Hank. And then that's for all 3 kids. Just
Hang-up
any
clothes.
hang-up clothes.
Yeah, and they can use mine too. We'll probably end up sharing mine.
And then, so that's Hank's area. This is Aubyn's, our oldest. She has...
Wait, pull one of those out because there's like 3 things in there.
I think now...
2? But anyway, we...
just 2.
Yeah.
Oh, there's just like toilet paper and stuff back there.
Yeah, so long-term storage.
Yeah.
But you can fit a bunch of stuff under there. And we took off... There was a bar across, which made it really hard to access because there was you could only
it's so
fit...
tiny.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like right here.
Yeah, it was right there. So it made it so you could only put tiny bins in there or access it. You can access it from the top through the move the cushions. Yeah, you can access it that way. But we knew we were going to use it on the daily, and so we just took those 2 pieces off.
So same thing on this side. This is our other daughter's. She already has her stuff down there. There's long-term storage in the back.
Yep.
So that's where the kids are. And this area under this couch is that couch also converts to a bed.
Yeah, we showed them, I think.
But then there's just storage under these. So I haven't actually put it in here yet, but I have like a really large container that can just slide in there.
So tell them about the island.
So the island...
We looked at another camper that had an island, and we loved it.
I did love that.
So I think that was cool because God was basically showing us, like, hey, you're going to need this in your camper. Because the real issue is none of the storage in the kitchen is strong enough for heavy pots and pans. Like, none of it. Except for this.
Yeah, the bottom.
This one right here is you could put things that would rest on the floor. But we also have other heavy stuff in there, you know, like water and soup and, you know.
Yeah.
Cans of sauce,
lighter.
But all the rest of them can only hold, you know, kind of lighter things. So we're probably gonna secure this guy to the floor of the camper, so that it can't move, which is why we have blue tape on the floor because we haven't committed yet. But we're feeling pretty good about it. We're probably gonna do that.
And it adds drawer space. So in here there are only 2 drawers, but they're really big. So we have this is like our everything drawer because we're gonna live full time. And it has double...
2 layers.
Yep, double layers, which is awesome. So there's tons of stuff. It's a really big drawer.
Now you bought all that organizational stuff at Target, right? That didn't come with the camper.
Yep, this is part of our shower. And this is just going to have kitchen utensils. So again, it's all double stacked over here. So there's tons of room, but because we are like taking everything,
Yeah, we're gonna
including
be
like
full-time.
office and everything out
School,
here.
We're gonna do school and work and everything in here. So
these two are gonna be our like
our
silverware, napkins, anything that we're gonna use at the table.
Yeah.
We think that's how it's gonna work.
Yep.
So then the upper cabinets are pretty cool.
They look great.
Yeah, they do.
They're just not really built for heavy things, you know. So definitely pantry space, food.
Yeah.
But
and then we have bowls that won't break.
Yeah, some unbreakable dishes, but we definitely also plan to use.
And we're moving out basically today, so we're gonna start eating out here. So we'll see how it works.
Yeah, we'll do another video later.
Yeah. Underneath here we have recycling's in here and compost is in here. We're using bokashi, which is it's like a fermenting compost. So I don't know. I think it'll be a lot easier on the road. We used it for a while inside.
And it should keep the smell down.
Yeah, yeah. And then tiny microwave.
Yeah. Do that. My microphone.
And there's a bunch of storage up here, which is kind of crazy. And I really love tea.
Tea and tins.
And tins.
Big fan of tins.
And teas and tins. So that's what's up there. It's a propane stove. And I put this on there because you have to open the vent outside, which we don't know how to, we're not used to that. So I just put that on there so we remember. But it opens up. It's really easy
tiny
to turn
little oven.
On and off.
Yep.
And then the storage underneath is really big drawer, but it's also, just really light particle board. So we have light things in there. And then the TV.
Yeah, I think we explained that. So that it's really a great layout, and
the controls are over here, so you can do like DVDs and CDs, and then there's the controllers, and it also has this thing, which isn't that the solar?
Yeah, that's our battery.
Yeah.
So this is how we know what's going on with our power stuff. So I'll do a separate video about that stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, here, why don't you?
I think that's
pretty much it. So that's our new home, our home on wheels. It's 240 square feet less.
Oh yeah.
I'll do a separate video about the outside and the setup and all that stuff. But honestly, there's tons of people that already have that stuff on YouTube. But
the layout of this one is pretty different though, and
we
really love it. We're very excited.
We're super excited. Look, you don't understand. Eileen has been thinking about this for at least 16 years, way more. So
many more.
But we were actively looking for our rig for at least 2 years, sort of.
Yeah.
Sort of planning ahead, but then in the last 6 months we were really actively looking. We looked
so many
at RVs. We looked at van conversion, drag a teardrop. We looked at everything. We considered every
buses.
every
I really
option.
wanted to do a schoolie
School
for a while.
buses. We considered
So cool.
it all. But this is where we ended up.
Yeah.
So we hope that if you're in the market, that this was informative for you. For teenage kids, for 2 or 3 teenage or older kids, it's a great option. Unless you don't want to see your kids a whole lot, and then the bunk rooms where you can close the room, those would be a better option. But as a family, we hang out together all the time. So our kids are older and they're really fun and interesting. So we're not at that point anymore where you're kids, just go to your room and, watch, VeggieTales or, whatever. Because so that wasn't really our thing. So there's so many rigs out there, but this one really suited us and fit our needs. So as we start to live in it, we'll see, what the challenges are and, how we find that it, accommodates full-time living.
Yeah, so we'll do another video in 3 months and let you know.
Yeah, once we really know what's
where
up.
we're at.
We've already been sleeping in it, but we're right here at the farmhouse, so we've just kind of been going back and forth. But this week we're really moving in here, and then next week we plan to hit the road. All right, we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.